In this video, we will also discuss the second part of maglev trains, which is electrodynamic suspension or EDS suspensions. So it is based on superconductor technology. Let me first introduce you with superconductors. Superconductors are those devices which have zero resistance, and therefore it is also called as superconductor. Now, for any material, if we cool it down below its critical temperature, then it would be entering the stage of superconductivity, and in that stage the resistance of that material becomes absolutely zero. Now, the thing which is the property which is very useful here is the property that this superconducting materials are perfect diamagnetic materials, and the diamagnetic materials does not allows the external magnetic field lines to pass through it. In fact, they are repelled through the external field lines. So this is a diagram, this is a picture in fact, which is representing that this superconducting material is floating in air. And why does it floating? Because this is a magnetic field, strong magnetic field, and this superconducting material is expelling this magnetic field, which means this material does not want that magnetic field lines should pass through it, and therefore it is going away from this magnetic field. So there is a force which is propelling this superconductor away from this magnetic field, and this force is balancing out its mg. So if any superconducting material is kept on a strong magnetic field region, then it would float like that. So this property is used in maglev trains in EDS suspensions. Now, first of all, I will tell you that unlike the electromagnetic suspension, these trains have huge superconducting magnets fixed on their sides. You can see that. So these are superconducting magnets. Superconducting magnets. Now these are the conducting coils which are arranged in the side of the track. So this is the walls of the track, and this is coils which are arranged in form of a 8. So you can see with the diagram that this south pole will attract this north, and a force will be generated like that on this north pole, and obviously this north pole is attached to the train, and therefore this force is acting on the train itself, and this north will repel this north, and this force will be generated. Therefore a resultant force will be generated in the upward direction. The components of these two forces are in the upward direction. Similarly, this south will repel this south pole, and and this north will attract this south pole. So the components, vertical component of both these forces is like that. So these two vertical components are lifting up this train, and these are balancing the mg of the train. So this is the leviation technology. Now I will illustrate the propulsion. You can see, first of all, I will tell you that these coils which are attached on the walls are having alternating currents. So this north and south is changing quite rapidly. Now you can see a situation that in this situation the poles you can see, and the forces direction you can see. Now I will demonstrate that this north this north is attracting this south, therefore a force will be generated like that on the train, and this south is repelling this south, therefore a force will be generated like that on the train. Similarly, this force is generated like this, and this is like that. So you can see that the component of this force is in the direction of the movement of the train, and here also it is same, that this is attracted like that and this is being repelled like that. So the component of these forces I are acting like that. So this component is responsible for the propulsion or the movement of the train in the horizontal on the horizontal track in the forward direction. So this is the propulsion of the maglev train equipped with EDS suspension, and I've already explained the alleviation in the previous screen. So this was the complete knowledge of the maglev trains, and these trains are the future of our world, and these are very important because I've already discussed that there is no loss of energy in these trains because there is no friction, and there is a probability of achieving a very high speeds which are almost equal to 1600 kilometers per hour, because there is no involvement of friction, and there is no opposing force apart from air. Obviously we cannot neglect it. So this is the maglev train. Thank you.